everyone! The AI Brainrot battle will take place today. Mikey, now take a good look at the screen on the wall. Press the lever faster to start the download. Artificial intelligence will show the result.
Oh! We are carefully watching the screen because Brainrot animals will appear here now! I can't believe my eyes. We're going to need to build a ballerino cappuccino now. I'm ready to start building now. We will be separated by a huge wall so that no one can see the construction of their rival.
Woohoo! The battle starts right now! I'm going to prove to Mikey that he doesn't stand a chance against me! Now on this screen, we have been shown with the help of artificial intelligence that the main character of Brainrot will be a cappuccino ballerina. Okay, first things first. I've got to carefully choose the perfect combination of blocks for this build. White wool for the main body, smooth sandstone to give it that warm cappuccino tone, and maybe even some quartz to add a fancy touch to the edges. This isn't just any build. It's the legendary Ballerina cappuccino, and I am not losing to Mikey this time. Ho-ho! I'm starting with the feet. They need to be small, symmetrical, and super elegant, just like the ballerina in the reference image we saw earlier. I have to place these white wool blocks very precisely. Every detail counts, especially when you're building something this graceful. No shortcuts, no sloppy moves. Now, onto the legs. I want to give the illusion that she's mid-spin, like she's twirling right off the stage. That means I need to slightly angle the shape. Hard to do in Minecraft, but not impossible. The beige sandstone adds just the right soft contrast here. Angle there. Yes, it's starting to come together. Next up, the skirt and upper body. This is the tricky part. I want her arms to be raised in that classic ballet pose.
And guess who's back to spice things up? That's right, me, and I brought some special effects for your ballerina boom style. Here comes the TNT rain, JJ. Let's see how well she dances through an explosion. You build, I boom, classic teamwork, right?
Uh-oh. Mikey! Are you kidding me right now? This was supposed to be an art piece, not a war zone. Look at this crater. You blew up her foot and half her skirt. Ugh, fine. You know what? I'm fixing this. I'm filling the hole, repairing the damage, and finishing this build if it's the last thing I do today. No more interruptions. I'm in serious build mode now. You know what? Forget building for a second. If Mikey wants to play dirty with TNT, then fine. I can play that game too. I'm putting my ballerina on hold because it's payback time. Let's see how he likes a surprise of his own. Oops. All right, I've climbed all the way up here to get the perfect view. There he is, completely focused, stacking blocks like he's building the next Minecraft monument. Totally unaware that I'm watching his every move from the top of this wall. This is the perfect vantage point.
Yep. Yes. Just a few more touches here and wow! This might actually be my greatest creation ever. I can't wait for JJ to see this. He's gonna be so impressed. Or jealous. Probably both.
Huh? Now's my chance. He's completely zoned out, humming some weird song while placing blocks. I'm gliding down silently, right behind him. Okay, TNT number 1 goes under that support beam. TNT number 2 near his little decorative window. And this third one, right where it'll take out the center. A little redstone, one flick, and boom! This place is going down in style. Time to retreat before he even hears the sizzle. Woohoo!
What? My masterpiece! It's gone! Like, completely gone! There was a roof, windows, even little flower pots.
That explosion was pure art. Honestly, it was almost as beautiful as my ballerina will be, once I finish her, of course. Now that Mikey's busy screaming at rubble, I've got some peaceful building time ahead. Sweet, sweet revenge and sweet, sweet silence. Ho-ho! All right, let's start shaping the base of the ballerina's skirt. I'm layering out slabs in a wide circle, making sure each section flares out just right. The goal is to make it look like she's spinning mid-dance, with motion captured in the flow of the fabric. Even if it's made of blocks, gotta get this perfect. Now it's time to build up some volume. I'm adding rings of pink wool and white terracotta, carefully offsetting each row just slightly. This way, the skirt doesn't look flat. It feels alive, dynamic, like she's mid-performance on a grand stage. Detail is everything here. Oh, almost there. Adding the finishing edge with quartz stairs, some glass panes, and even a few fences to suggest delicate lace. This part needs to look airy, light, like it's catching the breeze. Honestly, I think this might be the most graceful build I've ever made. I'm actually impressed with myself. Okay, time for the final touch. I've integrated a custom AI plugin that should simulate movement by shifting certain blocks slightly and enhancing the color palette. Initiating the sequence now, and whoa! The entire ballerina just shimmered pink and her skirt started rotating slowly. This is so cool. It's like she came to life. Huh? Wait, hold on, what's happening? Blocks are breaking. The skirt is collapsing. The torso just popped off. The arm, oh no, the entire top half is gone. This can't be the AI. It doesn't delete blocks. Something is seriously wrong here, and I have no idea how or why. Wait a sec, what's that thing over there by the wall? That looks like a control panel with a lever and blinking lights? Oh no, no. That sneaky little gremlin, Mikey! He must have set this up to sabotage me while I was distracted. I walked right into his trap. The entire skirt's blown apart, and the legs are barely standing. All right, I'm not giving up. Replacing the wool layers here, reshaping the curves. Okay, slabs go back like this, and the center support, done. Back on track. Now let's patch the outer edges. Those glass panes and fences took serious damage. I'm putting them back exactly how they were. There we go. The motion illusion still works, and I haven't even built the torso yet. This ballerina's not down. Not yet. Just a few more blocks here. The legs look sturdy again. The skirt is almost fully restored. Honestly, I think it even looks better than before. Mikey thought this would stop me? Not a chance. But you know what? Maybe it's time I return the favor.
Look at that skirt! I used stone slabs, dirt, and even a sponge block. It's kinda weird, but I love it. No arms yet, no head, but this ballerina's got personality. I bet JJ's gonna flip when he sees how creative I got.
Oh, you're having fun? Enjoying your little lava spa? Let's heat things up a bit more. Fireball mode, activated. Say goodbye to your lava palace, Mikey. Revenge has arrived.
My ballerina's on fire? JJ, what did you do?
Oh, let's put out the mascara so that nothing burns. Woohoo! Great. I did quite a lot of damage to him, and now I've definitely slowed him down, especially with his construction. But I think that we need to hurry up and finish our own as soon as possible, because quite a lot of time has already passed. And even more so, I was distracted very well, so we need to hurry up in order to be on time. In fact, I have very little left, and my cappuccino ballerina will be ready very soon, so it's pretty cool. I think it will turn out to be a little cooler than his, because even before I saw her, I realized that mine is much stronger than his, but we'll check it out soon anyway. As soon as we have a battle between each other. In fact, I'm already waiting, and I can't wait to see it because as I saw it, it's pretty small, and I have it much bigger, so I think that some will go very fast. You're basically my cappuccino ballerina. You can just step on her and she'll just crush her. But in any case, we'll see how this battle goes. Now I just have to finish only the upper part of this doll, and I think that in principle, it will be possible to see what it really will be like. There is literally not much left, and everything will be ready for sure. And we're just about to see the battle that we were already waiting for back then, and it's going to be more interesting there too, because I'm going to leave it on my doll. Well, I'm done. Now it remains to see how much cooler it will become in a couple of seconds. Woohoo! It turned out to be very cool. Now we just have to wait for the battle to take place. I think it will be very soon. And here she is. I think it's gonna be a pretty epic battle that we'll all watch together, but I still think mine will win anyway.
Woohoo! To be honest, I liked your cappuccino ballerina a lot more, so I thought it was probably better to let yours win because she looks much more beautiful and I liked her. So, okay, you've won this round, and in the next round, you definitely won't have any chance to ask me.
Yes, it was certainly strange on your part, but okay, in no way will I condemn you in any way, so I think that this round is over and we need to go and see as soon as possible, and we'll get the next one. Namely, who are we going to build next and what kind of battle will we have next?
Well, let's click it now, and we'll see what happens to you and me, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
Woohoo! Wow, now you and I are gonna build Boneka and Balaboo. In fact, it's pretty cool. And here you and I will definitely check who will be much cooler. So let's not hesitate and rather go our separate ways and start building. Because we don't have much time. And we have to do everything because then there must be a beat. You need to select the necessary blocks. Huh? And that's it. I choose only those blocks that are suitable for my construction, because the other blocks won't fit in any way, but I need to roughly play the ones that will really be similar, namely in color and in principle, so that they match and just fit each other. So now it will take a little time and I will already start my construction. Oh, well, you're just the same. I've already started building, and I think that this spell will take quite a long time because I need to build it very cool and big so that it looks exactly like itself, and then the result is quite very cool because then we will have a battle in which I must definitely win. Well, in principle, I have no doubt about it, and I hope that in any case the victory will be only for me, and you don't even have to worry too much about it, so now I don't get distracted and continue to build further, and by the way, you need to remember to troll Mikeys. Woohoo! Well, while I have enough time, I'll try to tell you a little bit about what exactly I'm going to build and what it looks like in general. In fact, it can even be said to be an ordinary frog, which has just the same body as a large rubber wheel. Well, you can say that this wheel is like even an ordinary car, and from below, of course, the usual legs from which I just started to build it, and I think that in principle it turns out it's very good, and you can even say it's very similar because I remember how he looks in that photo and I try to build him on this photo. Oh, I'm already starting to build a wheel. Of course, I'm building it from ordinary blocks. Well, at least I'm trying to make it the same as it was in the photo so that I can definitely make it. So I think I'll build a little more now, and in any case, I'll go and see how things are with Mikey soon. And later, I came up with just such things on the go. How could I touch it? In principle, I think it's not worth any effort. Well, it's time to see how he's doing there. And I actually noticed that he makes everything out of wool, namely a wheel, so I think that I need to take it and set it on fire as soon as possible because I have a very good idea. Woohoo! He's pretty distracted right now, so I have enough time to set fire to his wheel. It's very good that he doesn't notice me yet, and it actually helps me a lot. We need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Ah! Oh no! Who set fire to my whole wheel? It's just on fire. I have to take it and put it out somehow.
Oh, I managed to troll him. Woohoo! In fact, I liked his reaction the most, namely how he started to worry because he really didn't even think who it could be, and it even made me laugh a lot. Of course, I would like to see what he's going to do longer, but on the other hand, I can't do it because I need to finish building my own as soon as possible, so that's exactly what I'm doing right now. The most important thing is to be very attentive because he can fly to me at any moment and do something too, so I need to be always ready and if something happens. Then I'll try to stop him somehow so that he doesn't cause me quite a lot of problems. Well, it's okay. The most important thing is that I was driving very soon. I'm already finishing building the wheel, and I'm already going to move on to the upper part, namely to the head. I think it will be much faster and easier there, because in fact, I will only need to build a head, not this huge wheel. I'm hearing some strange noises. Uh-oh. As I said, he's going to want to get back at me anyway, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's starting to throw these anvils at me, but in fact, they won't do any damage to me, and he's doing it for nothing. Now I'm going to set up torches that will help me if he drops another anvil, because as soon as they fall on the torch, it immediately breaks. Oh, most likely, he thought that he could somehow interfere with me or, on the contrary, break something, but he did not understand that these anvils would do practically nothing to me. I've calmly broken them now, and they haven't even done any damage to me or stopped me in any way, so we don't stop and keep building because I'll be done very soon, and we'll have a very epic battle. Well, I think that you can already finish with the wheel, since I did the main part where you need to move on to the next part as soon as possible, namely to the top. Oh, but now, just as I said, I have moved on to the last part of the construction, namely to the head. The head needs to be made in the form of a frog. In order for it to be exactly the same and fit together, and I think it won't be that hard in principle, and I'll spend a lot less time here than I did building this huge wheel. I think the work will go much faster here right now, and I'll be done very soon. Woohoo! We need to find a suitable eye block. Oh, because the eyes must be yellow. At first I took the usual yellow sand, but as I realized that it did not fit in any way, so I decided to choose another goal in order to make it more similar. And I can only say that at the moment, it turns out to be quite, even very excellent. And I really like it and am very satisfied with it. Well, just a couple of blocks and now I've definitely finished everything. Now it's time to see what I really get and what it will look like in the end. Now we're going to see it all. Oh, you turned out to be pretty cool, and I think that we won't wait for him to finish building there, but I immediately tell you to go and attack quickly and blow everything up with your cool explosions.
No, stop, it's not fair. I didn't even have time to finish it all.
No one will wait for anyone, and now this victory definitely counts for me. We had time, but you didn't have time to do it in that time, so that's it. Woohoo! My Boneka Ambaluba turned out to be much cooler than yours. Yes, even if you had managed to build it, you would still lose because you have a very small one. I'm JJ, and today Mikey and I had a battle of buildings in which I won. That's how our wonderful adventure ended.